What an interesting matchup this is, but this one could get me into trouble. Phil Heath and Jay Cutler, 2008. Jay Cutler, of course, he was the champion heading into this event. And Phil, the doctor, he wasn't the doctor yet. He was not practicing yet. Phil Heath Domination, that's his PhD. He didn't quite get that yet. He looked good. This was his debut. He placed third. And we all know what that means, guys. A Hattie Shupin, a Phil Heath. If they get third on their debut, the judges, it's almost like they didn't see them coming, and they maybe even could have won the event, but you're not going to win the event on your debut unless you're Larry Scott. Other than that, it's not going to happen. Let's go through the poses, guys, and I'm going to make my honest opinion on this. Jay Cutler, he lost the title here. And when that happens, something went down. It was a bad conditioned version of Jay Cutler. Dexter the Blade Jackson, of course, he placed first. So these guys were second and third. So realistically, Phil does have a chance in this one. Jay's bigger. His upper body's so much bigger. But when you look at the wheels, in comparison with the waistline especially, it looks like Phil, the doctor, sorry, he's not the doctor, but Phil the Gift, Heath, he might get an edge in this pose. I like Phil's stance, the polish, you know what I'm saying, guys? The way he is pronounced, he's holding his arms perfect. And Phil's kind of, I don't know, he doesn't have his stance down perfectly yet. But other than that, I don't know. There is a quality of Phil that I do appreciate more in this pose. But hey, Jay's, like I said, his upper body's so gosh darn big. Now, here's a side by each, and it is almost criminal how the angle of this is. It's really dwarfing the height of Phil Heath, but I do believe he is a little bit shorter if the ground was level. But other than that, you can kind of gauge, guys, that Phil may have the edge in the wheels. You see that? In particular, like I said, the smaller waistline. But in this shot here, Jay really has a good, tight midsection. Waistline might be a little bit wide, genetically speaking. Go to the front lat spread. And now Jay's, his wheels are awesome. Feathered. Good separation. Probably beating Phil in that aspect. But Phil's are huge. And he has almost a better V-taper. In a way, you can see it more. You can see his lats better. And Jay, maybe not in the best shape as far as the pecs are concerned, with all due respect. Phil, a much more compact, I think, much more aesthetically pleasing front lat spread than that of Jay Cutler. But at the end of the day, judges are probably going to see it the way of Jay because he's so wide. Turn to the side. So wide, turn to the side. That rhymes, but it's not even worth mentioning, guys. The arm development, Phil Heath has a much better set. But when it comes to the pecs, in this shot, the front lat spread, a little iffy, but in this shot, Jay's pecs look perfect. They're huge, pronounced, you can see it. And Phil has a split in his pecs. Some people appreciate that, some people don't. I don't know, I'm not going to judge him against it. The wheels, almost a toss-up. Jay has those unbelievable quads from the side. Just pieces on top of pieces. But then Phil has that hanging hamstring that could get him an edge. Debatable on the side. Go to the side tricep. Now, these guys are on a racetrack and they're going, this is where Phil, he drops her down into bulldog low, and he hits that hill high. And he goes, a little bit past Jay Cutler in this one. So if it was a tie game, I would have no choice but to give an edge to Phil Heath thus far. It's just an unbelievable tricep versus a very good tricep for Jay Cutler. Jay's not bad in this one at all. And like I said, same thing about the quads. Good separation in the quad for Jay, but then that hanging hamstring for Phil could get him an edge. Turn these specimens around. what do you think I'm going to say, guys? This is why Jay Cutler lost the title. He came in with soggy glutes. And if you have only been to a couple of, shows, local shows, and if you're from where I'm from, you're not going to see the best quality athletes. When you see glutes like this is the type of conditioning that you would see in a local show. With all due respect to Jay Cutler. Just looks like a normal soggy donk, a normal man's buttocks. He's about, 2 months away. 2 months out from a show here, Jay Cutler. And when you look at the crisp glutes, I've never seen them like this. Not in real life. No way. Not in little local shows. But guys, this is the cream of the crop. This is, as far as conditioning is concerned, are you kidding me? Phil Heath, he's smaller in the back, but you got to go with the conditioning. Go to the rear double by. And this is a situation where, sure, Jay is bigger in the upper body. Same goes for the rear lat as far as the lower half, the conditioning is concerned, but we're talking about the back here. Jay Cutler's losing this one. Phil Heath's back, the lower lat insertions, crisp, brand new. It's like a new sports car, revamped. All the weaknesses are filled in there. Jay's so big, but he's losing. Guys, he's losing both back shots. Turn to the abs and thigh. And honestly, this one could go either way. I don't mind Jay Cutler's abs and thigh. His waistline is a little too wide to match his legs, though, so it takes the flow down. But his midsection seems to be more conditioned, more aesthetically pleasing than the doctor's. But the doctor, of course, has the silhouette, a small waistline, big booming quads, and a nice little V-taper as well. Throw that in there. We're going to finish this one off. And this is a smaller structure for Phil Heath against the larger, of course, for Jay Cutler. But guys, Jay Cutler was not himself here. Came back the next year and dominated. Phil Heath was not as good the next year. So it could be doing it. We could do a comparison between them two in 2009 just to see the difference. Because Jay, I believe, would dominate. But this is your winner. I do believe that Phil, the doctor, Phil, the gift, whatever you like to call him, I think he was a little bit better than Jay Cutler in 2008. And it was the conditioning, guys, that made the difference. Don't kid yourself. It was very close indeed. Jay could have, if he could have won mathematically, as far as the points are concerned, if he was in his 2009 type condition, glutes, I mean, hey, he was right there with Phil. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's your third. I guess it's not it. There's one more. Have a great day, guys.